Some say Formula One isn't really a sport. What sport has stadiums that span cities? Or revels in driving rain, blazing sun, and blackest night? What sport makes even Vegas stop and stare? Sure, we have passing and curveballs and even the odd dive. But for us, the back of the net is no place to be. Breakpoint is rarely an advantage, and halftime, we do it in no time. Our kit saves lives. Our goals change futures. Our slam dunks echo around the world. And our big game, we do it 23 times a year. This is no ordinary sport. This is Formula One.
Good evening, good evening.
Howdy, partner.
Welcome to Season 2, Round 8. Cota's turn for the realistic tier. How are we, Trevor, right?
Howdy, partner, as I said, here in good old Texas. I'm actually wondering if, just for OTC dreams, if I should get my 7-year-old niece to come out here and sing Land of the Free out of tune badly. Do you reckon? No,
Maybe it's rain halfway through the race.
Get scared. I mean, what a shame. Poor drivers.
Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear.
That will be a big change up in strategies then. I'd imagine we'll see most people going out on hards.
Yeah, it depends on what point halfway through. Hearts will probably get you there. Depending on what the game deems. You know what it's like when it's rain. Sometimes it says it's going to rain. Sometimes it doesn't. Or it's a lot later.
So, I think GT Blitz is out first.
He is. We've got the McLaren out versus. Let me just turn on my live timing. As we got the qualifications.
I think it's
Is it updates? Yes, it is. JT Blitz is out first.
An Alfa Romeo behind him, I think, possibly.
It is the Alfa Romeo behind, I believe, yes. Got a mixture. I've got a couple of medium runners. AK, Mikey, OTC Dreams, and Sidric. And Skutex is coming out on the mediums. Sid just leaving the pit lane now.
Your thoughts on Cota? Yourself? Like it? Not like it? Don't mind it?
I don't mind it. I would never choose it, but I always seem just one of those tracks that, like I say, it's not my favourite. I would never go out my way to choose it, but I've always done alright at it. It's a fairly... Sector 1's obviously the biggest one, isn't it?
I mean, as a controller used to Sector 1, it's just a nightmare.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, even when I raced against people that I could kind of keep up with, I could maybe be gaining time on them, and then I would lose at least half a second or more through Sector 1. Oh!
Yeah. Doesn't invalidate.
No, mind you, I think because he squirreled and obviously let off the throttle, he got away with it. Squirreled? Is that right?
That's a good word. Squirrely moment.
It's squirrely. Yeah, but I think I said it squirreled, as in little furry rodent thing. clearly thinking about my nuts again.
What man doesn't? So, obviously Cota. Purple sectors appearing as the GT Blitz is the first one. A bit slow running the start of sector 2, it looked like. Very careful on the bank's left. It's a little bit off camber as well, I think. It seems to encourage the car to oversteer. It's just some cars moving out of the way on track. As JT Blitz comes across and sets a 136.6. AK in the Haas. I believe he is the next one actually. Final corner.
That was quite neatly round there.
136.8. And then it looks like that's the Red Bull on our outlap. Is that Aston Martin there? Is that Mikey? No, it's not. That is his teammate of snipers. He is the next one. He's a soft runner compared to the AK in front. So Iswell, judging by our news timing screen, going to utilise this as much as possible tonight. Like having a new toy.
Absolutely.
Iswell on the softs. Where is he?
Oh, Mikey's round sector 3.
Oh no, Mikey. It's so not right.
It's on his medium set of tyres as well.
So Iswell is Mini Devil. Yes, he is Mini Devil. That's his game tag. So Mini Devil is on sector 1. Starting sector 2 now, long straight. Just his tyre degradation is showing as 10%.
After a hot lap.
Not even, this is his hot lap. His out lap, yes, 10%. So OTC Dreams in the Ferrari, I believe he's behind him. He's on the mediums, but so he's about a lap behind him. He's just showing 1%, just so we've got that connection. Sid, who's just finished his hot lap, is on 5% on the mediums.
So apparently my mic is a little staticky sometimes, again.
Yeah. We will check the settings again maybe. Can't really remember. We did do them, didn't we?
We did. Well, I mean, we did them.
Did them a little while ago. We will check the settings.
We can do that. Well, will we do that in the break between Q1 and Q2?
Yep, yes we will do. So the Aston Martin coming into the pits now, and then I believe is that a Williams driver. It is Convict on these soft tyres. So we see the fastest time so far. We've got 1:36, and then a gap of 0.107 down to P2 from Iswell. As Convict slots into P5, just under a second off of the fastest lap. Is that Ferrari? Is that OTC? It's not. It's Anfo. Just starting a hot lap.
Can't tell
Stony
you.
Bum last corner. Goes into P6.
What's doing that? 30 minutes in, 71% chance of win.
13 or 30?
30.
Oh, well, the race.
Yeah. But Quali's drives throughout.
So Gary on the coming around now is going to put himself and set a new fastest lap, smashing the time down to Douglas Yeats by 3.59 of a second. Out lap, that is Anfo, who's a further south, and as he dreams comes and smashes it at 34.35 on a medium compound tyre, 1.6 seconds quicker from P2. Vale's starting a hot lap now. Where was the other one? Is that LMB? It is LMB just starting a hot lap. Stanford with
just
Anfo.
finished sector 2. And that was on a 103.
So if we go down, let's have a look at Antfo's time. His sector times compared to the guys ahead. He's just down on his teammate at the moment. Yep, and he is just down. There's a gap of 3.9. 0.39, sorry. And that's a soft compound to a medium, so it's a good lap so far by Dreams. As Matt is just starting that lap there. Let's try and work out who is next around the corners. L&B coming down a long straight. Alan behind, Matt in sector 1, Vale just in front. A few yellows appearing on track. I believe that's just some fighting for a little bit of position on track or letting people past. Eight minutes remaining. Vale final corner on the mediums. Gives himself up to P3.
LMB's just coming out the last corner now.
He is on the softs and puts him P3 as well, 34.8.
Alan coming over now as well.
Alan up to P11.
Now Matt.
Where's that Scootex? Scootex just ahead. So this final corner now. Medium tyres as well. P7. Go back down to Matt. What can he do? It's a 136.8. It's going to be a dodgy. I expect him to come back out on the softs.
I think he's going to have to, yeah. Griffin Cowers just left the pits on the mediums.
Sorry, I'm just getting my... Got to plug my laptop in. They've done too much work on it in the last couple of hours. So it's just Brief and Cal really left to set the time that of the first runners. As he's gonna currently our championship leader, I believe. I do have the tables anyway, but we will get them up when we have a little bit of a break in the racing. Yes, Anfo, we do. We have a lovely new app thanks to the IT boffin that we have in Syrah. I can see everyone's tyre, degradation, fastest sectors, lap, assists. That's why we put the question out and asked guys to just select a couple of options. We get access to that, only us.
Briefing Cow just started his lap now.
Looks fairly smooth and comfortable through sector 1. Purple sector 1 given by the game. Got a couple of guys going round. We've got JT Bliss just ahead. He is on an in lap. Yeah, it will be, Anthony. It will indeed. It's very good to see the tyre degradation. It's always something that we struggle to, or always second guessing. So yeah, at the moment, Looks like, yeah, Ciro is on an in lap, but his softs are 13%. As we got Brief and Cal coming round now.
I thought Sid was on an out lap, but he's not. He's currently 8 tenths quicker. Just went through sector 2.
He's on an in lap, buddy.
Is he?
Apparently he's on an in lap.
He's going quicker.
Cal goes P8. Red Bull comes into the pit. It will be Sid.
Now.
He is. He must have had another go. He's on a bit lower ERS. He is improved by a second.
Secondly improved by.
To P14, just sitting on the edge of the elimination zone.
And puts Matt into the elimination zone. So
who is that ahead? The Aston Martin. That's not Mikey. Must be Snipers for Life.
Mikey's just in sector 1 at the moment.
Oh, there's contact there. I don't know if Snipers for Life is on a lap or not. He's got no ERS at all.
No, he had just finished a lap a while ago but hadn't improved.
But he did not heed from the car in front. From AK in the Haas was on a hot lap.
Alan is out again through sector 1. He's up by 2 tenths.
Not sure what he's really lost the pit there. Yeah, I got a couple of guys retiring. Alan, keep an eye on this drop zone now, as we have 2 minutes 30 left. How are we looking? Alan's time. He comes to the end of sector 2.
Oh.
Oh. Wow. He must have turned off.
Yeah.
Yes, he has. Convict is he coming in? He is coming in, Convict. He's going to have to get in and get out. Just under 2 minutes.
Well, I don't know if he'll make
Stony
that.
Bum final corner. Does improve, but it's sitting in the elimination zone. Got Convict Snipers in the pit. Alan is going now.
Matt is up by a tenth through sector 1.
Convict retires. So we've already lost Snipers in the Aston Martin, Convict in the Williams, who are going to be the next 3. I couldn't tell you.
That's just come to the end of sector 2.
So he is improving at the moment.
Oh yes, by a big margin.
Nearly a second.
Sadly that should see him safe.
Which he would do.
Yeah.
He went out in the mediums first.
Ah, did he? Right, I missed that.
Yeah. So comes round the loop in right hander. Needs to be careful on this. It will throw some drivers.
It looks like he's going to push Sid into the drop zone here.
New fastest lap, 134.237. As Matt comes across the line and moves himself up to P8. That should cement his position into Q2. Who else have we got? We got Mini Devil in sector 1. Where is Cedric? He's invalidated. Cedric is out as he dives into the pit with 19 seconds remaining in Q1. From the invalidation attempt, must have been on that last lap.
Stony Bum's gone into the pits as well. He
Stony Bum is in.
must have realised he didn't have enough ERS to go again.
Alan is... I'm going to say yes, Alan is out as well.
Yeah, he's slowed down.
So you just done it again?
Yep. Naughty, naughty. It's only out by 5/100ths of a second.
Gonna give him a friendly poke. Dug a sheet saved by the bell. Right, so that concludes Q1. As we lose Alan Sidgwick, Stony Bum, Convict and Snipers for Life. Both Williams drivers are out in Q1. We have one Haas, one AlphaTauri and the Aston Martin. Oh.
What?
Where's that?
What?
Gary's been given.
Well, there's cars very close to each other.
I just...
I'm trying to see
I can't even see him on the thing.
There's Scootex, Matt, and Blackguard. Yeah, both of their cars. I don't know.
Waiting for Douglas Shee to get into the pit. That's what we're waiting for.
Blackguard and GT Blitz were out together, so are coming round together. I don't know whether they've just. I mean, given that they're mates, they're probably in a party chat. So I don't know what's happened.
That's very unfortunate. We have seen that before, unfortunately. So we get into Q2, Q1 results. We have Scootex with a 134.327. Puts him through in P1 into Q2. Yes, it is. The AO on this game are ridiculously stupid. Right, let's just...
I see that's Blackguard trying to tag me in.
Unfortunately, that is part and parcel of this game.
Yep, we can't redo a grid. Quite a few out early.
There is. So we've got a little bit of a traffic jam up to the start of, well, middle of Sector 2. And I'm guessing it's going to be Vale is the first one. Of course it is. He loves it. Loves it. Right, so I'm just going to sit on board with Vale very quickly. I'm just going to be 30 seconds.
Okey-doke.
Apologies, I am back.
That's okay. I'm just replying to Gary in Discord.
Let's get the track telemetry back up. Bale attempting on the mediums again for his first stint. Why? Comes round the second to last corner. This is a 1:34.874. Would be a half decent time. So Aston Martin Mikey 1:36.380. So I'm just trying to cycle through who we got. AK's around the next one, right on the line. 1:35.9.
PC Blitz is just coming around the last corner.
Plus P2 1:35.9 as well. Mini Devil has invalidated. Looks like we've got another Alpine of Kenyan. That is outlap. Then the Ferrari of Antfo, I think, is the next one as the Alpine and is also going around. So let's reload this. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So Douglas Yeet, this is where it can come in interesting in using this. Douglas Yeet is running on scrub sets. His tyres are on 39%.
You're not.
So these are scrub set from Q1.
You're not excited at all about this app, are you?
No, not really.
Antho goes quickest.
It does go quickest by good margin as well.
Yeah, just under 4/10.
But then the Vale is on the mediums. We've also got Iswell's on a scrub set. Gary, Sector 1. Let's try and find who is next. That must be one of the Red Bulls of Syria. It is followed closely by Douglas Yeet, who has already put a lap in on those tyres, 41%. Syrah should be putting this P1. He is 34.228.
Mini Devil
Gap
is
of
just
point
coming
266.
down to the last corner.
Oh, a little bit happy on the power there. Who else have we got? Gary's end of sector 2. Kenyan, do apologise, missed that one. Followed by the Ferrari OTC Dreams.
That's a time and a
And
half
be
by
warming
Kenyan.
those tyres.
Oh, OTC Dreams just beats it too. By a huge margin. That Gary's just come to the last corner now. That's a respectable time in the McLaren.
It is. It's not a bad time at all. Both McLaren's looking quite comfortable at the moment in the middle. And then B just starting his hot lap now. Whereas Scootet's compared to his teammate of Matt, he is behind.
Yeah, they're both in
So we're
sector
sticking
one.
forward with Matt. Sector 1 showing purple for Matt.
Did he cut a corner or something?
Either that or he's bribed people.
Yeah.
You must know a Mario Kart secret somewhere. Just missed the apex there. We could have taken that quite a lot tighter. Came to that corner a bit too hot. But he did remember to use the brake, so he is learning. A little bit of compromise from speed going to the second to last corner. As he comes across the line now of a 135. LMB is coming around the first, or the looping right-hander.
Yep.
Scootex has gone up, I think. Is that Scootex? Yes, Scootex has gone up. 2P4, ITC Juniors is retired and happy. LMB crossing the line now. Puts on to P7. Briefing Cow. He has a Haas just in front.
He's invalidated, Briefing Cow.
He has, yes. And full happy P5. Cow will be going now. He's got a Haas in front of him. He's a little bit close. Into sector 1, the pair. Still a respectable distance between them.
I mean, I would imagine
what would you imagine?
well, no, I was going to say what I would imagine, and then I realised I had the wrong driver in my head.
Look there, Douglas, she does go in, slots into P3 just ahead of his teammate.
I've remembered what I was going to imagine. I was going to say,
right.
I would imagine that AK would have actually pulled out. AK's on another hot lap, is he, or is he not?
I think he is on a hot lap. He's sort of stayed the right distance away, yes.
Because I was going to say, if he was on an in-lap, he really, probably for his own advantage, pulled out of the way. Not to give
AK does move up one position, but Briefing Cow leapfrogs him and Black Gary into P9. As we have 3.50 minutes remaining. And Faye does move down to P7 from his retired. We're going to focus now probably back down on the drop zone. AK is in it. He's going to get in and get out. Mikey with a is out, having another attempt now in the Aston Martin. Does look like he's improving so far. Gary comes back out on track. Into not the last corner. Mikey is coming in.
Black Gary's been very supporting. I've explained it to him. He's put no worries. But however, if the lobby somehow does need restarting, then I'm sure you could take the five place penalty off.
It's unfortunate. Just going down for 2.5 minutes remaining. Vale happy, sitting in P3. The Alpine
sound a bit
dream
less
is alive.
excited about that? Just should have a look. I know why you're tired. Too much problems today. That's what the problem is.
Not enough, there's not got no energy.
In which case I should be in a coma. So, that guy's slightly up through sector
Yes,
1.
he's just hovering on this elimination.
He doesn't need to improve by much. He's only, what, just 2/10 shy of even Cow, who's staying in the pits. So, AK is still in the pits as well.
Yes, in 1:30 they're going to have to leave now. Otherwise they will not have enough attempts, and they'd probably miss that already.
No, they're too late already.
So AK is just leaving the pits now. He's not going to have enough time to get round and round. That is his qualification done, I'm afraid.
So
Matt is on a hot lap. Mikey is in sector 2.
Blackgary's just coming round the last corner now. Does he improve? Yes, but not position-wise. Improved by just
Mikey has left the session. Sorry, he's out of track a second ago. He seems to have teleported him straight into the pits.
Mini Devils.
Oh, Matt has pulled out of his lap. We lose PRL Matt in Q2.
And Mini Devil has invalidated his, so he will also be out.
Oh, JT Blitz is getting a mega toe down in sector 2 from his teammate. And his teammate moves over to the left. Beautifully done as well. And utilises part of the track so much.
The trouble
We'll
is,
stay on board to see if he can do it.
his teammate may very well knock himself out here, but then I suppose he's maybe playing the team game and thinking I've got a 5 place penalty anyway, so Blitz was a bit squirrely out of that corner. On the squirrels!
Deployment used, showing of the McLaren of JT Blitz. As it comes across the line now.
Well,
It's not enough.
it was a big improvement.
Improves. It's not enough. And Mini Devil dives into the pits. So we lose Mini Devil of the Alfa Romeo JT Blitz, the Haas driver AK, Matt in the Mercedes, and Mikey in the Aston Martin.
Mini Devil out by 300ths of a second.
Crazy. Just wait for it to go, we'll just take a short break, be back in a second. Right, we're back for Q3.
What's your prediction for pole then?
It's got to be Dreams, I think. I think Dreams is going to be the one from the early showing in Q2, Q1 and 2, who's obviously got pace. Vale, Kenyon. We know they're all capable of doing it. So I'm guessing it's Vale out first. It is Vale out first. Obviously.
Well, goes without saying, really. I think we just give him no screen time at all.
Yeah. A little bit of a train from Scootex and the two Red
commenting on the
Bulls.
stream. Screen time.
Screen time Vale. For the Ferrari end, we got the Alpine of Kenyon as well, following rounds, just exiting the pit into sector 1. Vale's coming around the second to last corner and going to start the first hot lap of Q3. Utilising as much as that track as possible. Always something I forget to do. Looking very fast and smooth through sector 1. Bit of a train through sector 1 now as well.
Yeah.
I think that McLaren has joined in from the pits. Ferrari behind it has as well, as it's just pulling over. I don't know if Syrah is ahead, so Douglas Sheep looks like he's pulled out. He's either had a moment or he's pulled out of his lap. So I was just starting in sector 3 now. Into the tight left hander, needs to be careful of too much oversteer on the car. Right on the line. It comes across a 133.7.
Is just coming to the last corner now. Oh, Syrah's.
There must be Syrah. Is he at a moment, or is he still going?
It just seemed to go very slowly at one point. I don't know if it was just
He
my
looks like
camera.
he's at a moment.
Yeah.
A 141.
Yeah.
Douglas Sheep will be going now. He will be. OTC Dreams, top of the hill. Antho following Kenyon. Kenyon's just ahead. Oh, right on the line there.
I kind of took a sharp and took a breath there.
133.489 provisional pole. Antho slots in between the Alpines into P2. LMB's in the pit, leaving it late.
DC's
Or later than the rest.
coming down the back straight to finish sector 2. Oh, he's quick through sector 2, I've got to say.
To the final corner now. Right on the line as well. Comes round and sets. Ooh, goes P3. 133.635.
There's not much from Antle down to Vale, is there?
Oh, do you know what? We've missed it. Sirius looks like he's crashed.
He has.
Sector 3.
I saw yellows coming up and I just assumed it was somebody getting out of the way.
Oh dear. As he has disappeared, so we lose Syrah. Q3. We've got our first DNF. In quali.
Cleveland Cows, it's in Sector 1 now in his hot lap.
Looking nice and neat and tidy through there. Cruising on another P2 start for Anthro at the moment, mate. That's what it is.
Yeah, Ken's in front of him. He's fine.
LMB is still in the pit. Oh no, it looks like he's just leaving now. Breathing cow comes round, fast right hand corner. These guys are right on the line.
I know,
Sometimes I think they've gone off of
I
it.
was just thinking the same. I'm like, I just would never dare get that near. P6.
Most of the guys are going to be waiting in the pits to have one more attempt. Think we've got anyone else? Is that
It's just
Vale having another attempt now?
he must be, yeah.
It's a nice clear track for him. Go back to L&B as he has yet to set a time. Have a nice clear track ahead of him as well. Into the fast S's in sector 1. Very neat and tidy and very fast. Riding that apex as much as possible without invalidating. We do know LMB loves Cota. One of his favourite tracks, and he always seems to do well. See how we can do any realistic version of the Alfa Romeo. Might play into his hand the race distance, being a bit more consistent over the race length.
Yeah, it's but then again, as we know, with the rain coming,
Yes, neutralises the whole race.
correct. We have some who work for the rain and some who don't.
Some dodgy old corners for raining on this track.
Yeah, that's
Vale in the pit, happy with P4. as LMB goes up to P5. It's not a bad time at all. Skutek's just behind. Or is that Gary next? No, he hasn't validated. It's down to Skutex and Mercedes. Into the final corner, going to improve on the P6. He's got 4:40 minutes at the moment, so I'm assuming he's just going now. He is. The game's playing games. Couple more guys just now. Going back out around the outlaps, we got 1 minute left. Yes, they're all on outlaps. It says they're 4 minutes, but they are outlaps.
I mean, if OTC Games really wants to help Panther out with his P2 jinx, he should improve.
Yes.
I mean, it's as simple
Both
as that,
Ferraris
really.
are starting. Both Ferraris across the line. Douglas Sheet in P10 has also crossed the line. Is going to want to try and improve, and after losing his teammate, get that Red Bull further up the grid. Looks like he's gone. Oh, Red Bull are not having a good Q3. That will finish Q3 for Douglas Sheet as well. We have a Red Bull P9 and 10. Gary comes across the line to finish the qualification P8. Kenyon finishes provisional pole. Keep an eye on these. And then B is retired in the pits, happy with P5, and so he should be. It's decent time. The Ferrari drivers are next.
Yeah, OTC Games is 2/10 quicker through sector 2, so he's on to be very close to pole. If you can keep us going through sector 3.
To the final corner. Dreams maybe pushing Kenyon off.
Oh, he does.
And he is. And Antfo's jinx has gone. He has been pushed down to P3. He has gone off the track. And his Q3 finishing time is 33.5. Breathing Carroll coming round the final corner as well. Into the final couple of corners, should I say. A bit of an oversteer there by the car. I wanted to start to slide. And that completes qualification. So in P1 we got OTC Dreams with 0.4 quicker than P2 behind him of the Alpine of Kenyon. Antfo, his Ferrari teammate, in P3. Then the Alpine into P4. LMB of the Alfa Romeo in P5. Skutex coming up into P6, followed by Briefing Cow in P7. Gary is the only McLaren driver into Q3, into sitting P8 on the grid. Syrah and his Red Bull teammate of Douglas Sheets making the boss angry and sitting in P9 and 10.
I mean, to be fair, they've done Black Gary a big favour there, because of his 5 grid place penalty, you can dock 2 places off that, I would think.
Right, we're just going to take a short break and we'll be back.
We've gone, have we? We're off. Just realised.
No, well done, we're not off.
Alright.
Some say Formula One isn't really a sport. What sport has stadiums that span seas? Or revels in driving rain, blazing sun, and blackest night? What sport makes even Vegas stop and stare? Sure, we have passing and curveballs and even the odd dive. But for us, the back of the net is no place to be. Breakpoint is rarely an advantage, and halftime, we do it in no time. Our kit saves lives. Our goals change.
Alright, welcome back. Cut the montage short as we join the formation lap. Let's go and show the grid that we have. So as you see on screen, we do have the grid and the starting order for this race. Unfortunately, Gary is down an extra 5 places.
So I'm just looking
Let's do detail.
at the formation lap. 2 drivers on mediums, everybody else on the hards, just as I predicted.
Alright, okay.
So
As we also look at the table before we start, we've got our leader who is our leader? See the tables on there. We've also got the combined table. I'm not sure what's going on. Why has it done that? That's completely wrong on the screen. That's gone wrong. Now, what should have been the table and the constructor's table?
sorry.
But it's not. Should have had the constructor's table on screen, but it's just showing multiple pictures of the grid.
It's the first attempt. You'll get it right. I know you will. I have faith.
What's going on? What is going on? Everyone is driving on mine. Are they doing it on yours?
Yes, they are. They're just driving right through past. Half the cars have driven straight on. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 disqualifications. 6 now. Oh, suddenly they're back on the grid.
Maybe it was just for us then.
This game
We will
is
carry on until we get told otherwise.
great.
Nope, it looks like Cedric has left, so I believe that's probably a restart. Unless it was just Sid, I don't know.
Everybody else seems to be going okay.
Does, I don't think.
The yellows in sector 1.
That's a virtual safety car called, there we go.
I'm not quite sure what happened in sector 1 there.
Thing is, I'm not sure if this is us or if it's the game, as a VSC has been called. Cedric is the only one ghosted as it stands at the moment. I believe that everyone's in AI, are they or not? Again, I don't know. I don't think it's even a VSC, Trev, because everyone's overtaking each other.
Yeah.
Track is green, that's why. I'm keeping an eye on everything, and I'm not sure what's going on.
Be the only one ghosted.
He is.
Him and his fancy internet.
Oh yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. Whatever he's doing. we are going up to. Guys, the screen's just sorting itself back out. OTC Dreams is not 0.033 away. He is close to Kenyon, not that close. Let's see if it's sorted out by the time some of these drivers cross the line. As I'm assuming it was just us that was having a little bit of a potential issue. Because I can't see any reason other people are.
On mine, like on your screen, because I'm not watching your screen, how far ahead is OTC Dreams?
On mine, he's P2.
Well, on mine he's P1 and he's 4 seconds ahead of Anfield.
Okay, I'm going to quit and come back in.
I mean, because I can't say my times aren't changing. They're just staying the same.
Okay, I'm coming back in anyway, and we'll see.
Something's not right here, definitely.
But I'm saying we've got no information from drivers or anything like that, so it must be okay for him.
Right, it all seems to be sorting itself out. No, it's not. It's all over the place. I've got drivers jumping up and down, no timings.
Okay, all we can do is keep an eye. We've got Kenyon is 0.9 behind Anfo. Kenyon losing out to the Ferrari drivers. Reef and Cow 1.2 behind. Scooters just in DRS.
I can't really comment here because I'm seem to be watching a completely different race to you.
Maybe try leave yourself and join back in. I've got OTC Dreams 3.7 seconds out in front.
See, he's been 4 seconds ahead on mine, but he's been exactly the same time ahead. The last.
Yeah, I left and came back. My times are changing now.
Right, okie doke.
Something got stuck somewhere. And then B in pursuit of the Red Bull in front. JT Blitz has retired as he's dropping down the order. As we do have a full course safety car. Not sure what's happened there with JT Blitz. Should be having a safety car now, Chef.
I am just joining back in now. Is Sid back in? Is he? Or is he still close?
Looks like Sid's in control. Yep, no, looks like he is in control of his car. So we unfortunately lost JT Blitz. Which has brought out the full course safety car. Iswell is just leaving the pits as well. It's going to be quite far behind the pack.
Right.
I say maybe it's just for you and me. I've got nothing from anyone saying there's issues going on.
Right, what I'm seeing on my screen, you can verify you've got the same as from first place down, OTC Dreams, Antho, Kenyon, Cow, Scootex,
Yes.
Sarah. Yep, does that all sound right?
Yep.
Right,
Yep.
okay.
Yeah. We must have just had a a momentary lag somewhere and we've lost sync with it. Maybe Sid leaving has triggered that. I don't know. So we've got a couple of drivers in the pit. Cal's gone in. Sira's gone in as well. Medium tyres going on the Red Bull.
Yep, same with the Alpha Tauri. Oh, Vale's in.
Vale going in. Unfortunately, like, he also had connection troubles. Looks like he left a couple of times, so he has dropped down the order a little bit. Well, a lot. As we can have a look at the tyre degradation now. This is what it's all about. So we've got the mediums, OTC Dreams 22%. Then we've got the hards behind from Anfo, Kenyon, Scootex, Dugashi, LMB, all the way down to, I believe it's like P15, 16, might be even more than that, Syrah, P17.
Yeah.
Are all sitting around 12 to 15%. Dugashi sitting at 17. So, in 5 laps, 17% are tyres. 22% the mediums. In terms of top speed, which we can do this as well, Dugashi Yeet has been the fastest so far in the speed detection zone. Surprisingly, that varies quite a lot through that grid. Does it in kph, so I don't know what it is in miles an hour really, but the speed.
Divide by
Dugashi
5 and multiply.
I'm not doing
3,
that now.
boy.
The Dugashi is 334, and he's, well, another fast car, the Ferrari, has only triggered it at 316.
Wow. Okay.
So there's quite a bit difference there.
That's about. What did you say about 20 kilometers an hour difference?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Just
so about 12 mile an hour.
Just under. Which is quite a lot in terms of racing speed.
Exactly. I mean, if you were standing still.
Definitely down where the speed detection is.
Yeah. I mean, if you were standing still and I passed you at 13 miles an hour, you'd go, what was that?
Super Trev.
Exactly. Wolverine. I'd forgotten about that till now.
Oh, and it does give you the forecast. Forgot to mention that. So it's telling me at the moment the forecast is, it's going up in percentage. We're on 38% chance of rain at the moment.
Doesn't look like it.
And it's going up. No, it's going up slowly.
Oh, safety car
Safe
in
car
this
in his
lap.
lap. Let's go on board with Kenyon.
So, Matt and Stonybum are the 2 biggest gainers so far. 6 places each. I mean, our biggest loser is Vale, but then that would be because he's pitted, obviously, for his medium tyres.
Yeah, I mean the damage is obviously believing has hurt him a little bit, but he's got plenty of time. Try and get that back up where it should be, as we're just waiting for our race leader, OTC Dreams, to continue this rate as the safety car goes in. There's not many times you can go here.
No.
Like, it looks like he's gone now. Yeah, you have to go early here, otherwise you run the risk of just being caught up on this straight here. Which it looks like Anfo was right on the back of his teammate. Kenyon was lagging a little bit, surprisingly.
This is going round the outside of Scutex.
And then looking on the inside, he gets that move done. He's past the Mercedes. Go back down. LMB's got the Haas of Hay AK behind him. Very close. PRL Mikey so far looks like he's up. Oh, PRL Matt missed that apex completely. Runs wide as Mikey goes on the inside of him. Gets that move done. No DRS at least for another 2 laps, I believe.
2, yeah.
As you'll see, the majority of drivers burning down here. Cedric has Brief and Cal chasing down for company.
And Vale goes up the inside of Snipers for Life and gets that move done.
Does. Oh, Mini Devil is looking at the back of Snipers for Life as well now. Cedric loses out to Cal. He's now got the Red Bull of Syrah. And Syrah, is he going around the outside? He is going around the outside. Sid gives him room.
Oh, Vale on the inside, a convict. Wow. Sorry, that was through the long sweeping right hander. That was a brave move.
As Sid is looking quite uncomfortable in the early parts of this race.
Mini Devil back in the pits.
As Vale is late in on the braking, goes on the inside. Cedric moves wider. Double Sheep picks up a 3-second penalty.
Mini Devil lost half his front wing. So
in the pits again.
yes.
Twice in the opening 8 laps as the AlphaTauris are fighting for position now. Brief and Cal's on the back of his teammate. I'm sure we'll see Alan move over potentially. Try and give his teammate a little bit of faster. Has some room, but by doing so, Sierra takes advantage and goes around the outside of him as well. As we go back to P8, battle of P7 is Gary is just eating away from the time.
Oh, Vale's done it again.
From the time ahead.
Vale seems to pick the spot to go at, and he's just done it again.
So he is going to be in the hunt.
Yeah.
Now DRS is enabled. Syrah is on the back of Brief and Cal. As little gaps are starting to open up.
Kenyon will be fighting hard to stay within DRS, so he's just one out of it. But
She did find out yesterday, I believe Sector 2 wasn't Kenyon's best. Seems to struggle a little bit in Sector 2.
he should have the advantage over Amsel, so would have to be a pad user through Sector 1. He's just a no more, staying within a second. He's burning. Kenyon is burning.
Brief and Cal is stuck behind this Williams driver now. As Syrah's going around the outside of Brief and Cal into heavy on the brake. 3 do not become 2. Some rubbing going on there. Oh, as Vale has also gone up the inside.
He's pulling off some cracking overtakes, Vale, I've got to say.
They're 4-3. I don't know. There's a lot of cars there. 3 wide going into the head. Tight left-hander. There's some contact going.
4 wide.
Syrah goes round the outside. There's some sandwiching. Someone's round. That is Stony Bum is round.
Oh,
Syrah's gone. Not sure if that was contact or a little bit too much of the power. I'm not sure. Vale is next in line. He's going to try and attack Brief and Cow. He's got a lot more speed and should get this move done way before the corner.
I've got to say, if I was Sid and I'd seen what was going on behind me there in my rearview mirror, I'd be crapping myself right now. Like, no, don't come near me.
Brief and Cow attempts to switch back going into turn 1, but Vale keeps his Alpine in front.
Antho has succeeded in keeping Kenyon behind him.
Oh, Mikey is round in the Aston Martin.
Sarah picked up 3.
As we looks like it's starting to get a little bit darker.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
We are now up to 71% chance of rain. OTC Dreams out in front, 3.6 seconds, 40% tyre degradation. The hards are normally around the 30 to 35% mark. Josh Price behind, or Brief and Cow in the Alpha Tauri, is 19% hard, so he's going to have a little bit better grip going towards, well, when this rain starts to come.
I think Kenyon must be very frustrated. That Alpine just does not have the power to get past the Ferrari. He's been so close, but just cannot get the move done. Which has allowed WC and Scootex to come flying up the back of him.
So it looks like it's all about just trying to stay out until this rain comes now.
Yeah.
Those mediums are going to start to feel a little bit dodgy out in front for OC Dreams. Well, they should do, but he seems to be pulling time.
Exactly. He's got his wingman blocking everybody behind him, so...
Convict is on the back of the Haas. Both Williams are in pursuit of Sid's Haas. And that's not a euphemism, I mean Haas, not ass. They might be in pursuit of it, I don't know. He is in DRS zone, or DRS detection. He has got it. That's some mega speed from the Williams there compared to the car in front. He's looking on the inside. Is he? No. He doesn't want to make the move. I think Sid was over respectful there as well. Gave him the move. No one really wanted to go round the corner.
He was pushing. He's got within DRS of Black Gary now, who is on the back of Heidi. I mean, I have to give a shout out to Vale here. That's been a heroic comeback.
I mean, I'm going to say it. Sid's lost 3 positions in 2 corners.
Oh, Black Gary's overshot turn 1 and went off. Allowed Vale through.
Matt and the Mercedes is next in line for Brief and Cow. They're still sitting on 71% chance of rain. It is hovering around this mark at the moment.
See Vale pick off Heidi down this DRS straight.
Potentially, yeah. Scootex looks like he's running very low on ERS, if not potentially out. Matt goes off of the circuit. Brief and Cow gets past as Matt was sightseeing.
Vale's gone to the outside, but I don't know. He might get the better drive out of here.
Should have this inside line.
Yeah.
And he does. Vale is on a surge. And he should be. He had nice, fresher tyres, I believe. He did pit. Yes, he did pit.
Yeah. He was in at the same time as Sarah.
Is that a few spots of rain I see? It is. There is a few spots of rain hitting now. As we've got Convict has dropped position. This track will get wet very, very quick. But when will be the right call to make?
OTC James is taking it very carefully through sector 1. I'd imagine
Yeah, his tyres are going to be bad. Yeah, 52%. Those mediums. Doesn't sound like a lot, but they've lost half of the grip around these corners is going to be pretty bad. As Kenyon is still hunting for P2. Sitting in DRS, but he just doesn't get close enough now.
Yeah, Anfield was running in the first half of that straight. I mean, there should be a big enough gap between him and James for them both to pit on the same lap.
Yes.
Same for Vale and Kenyon.
Gary's close. Or as Brief and Cal got past Gary, potentially. Scootex. Sitting in P13. He has already on the intermediate tyres.
Is he? I missed that.
Scootex has gone for it already. Which is not wet enough now.
No.
And it's not. He's struggling to really keep this on track at the moment.
Yeah.
This may either hurt him a lot.
I mean,
He's going to lose a lot of time.
I'm on board with James, and there's barely 2 spots of rain have fallen on his screen, so...
Yeah, it's literally just spit at the moment. It's not having hardly any effect. As a big, big early call by Scootex to put those intermediate tyres on. Let's get these details up. He is the only one. Syrah is on the attack again. Up to P11 in the hunt for PRL map. As he looks on the inside, it does. Late on the break-in as Matt goes round the back. There's going to be no fight there at all. See. DRS is disabled. It is a wet race as it stands now, and we have Mini Devil round. That brings out a safety car.
Oh, I mean that's even crueler on Scootex in that case.
We do have a safety car lap 14. The track is going to get wetter, but not. It's not having the desired effect in the moment.
No.
We do have some pitters though. We have quite a few guys coming in.
Yeah, top 4 are in.
It even showed us the pit time. So OTT Dreams done a pit stop of 2.26 seconds. As he does come out comfortably into P1. As you will see, the majority just go in anyway. By the time the safety car does come round, it probably will be wet.
Mind you, I take it back, Scootex moved up to 6th.
Yeah.
Neil must have just got out the pits in front of him. There was not much between them there at turn 1. Mind you,
Everyone on to intermediates.
so Mr. Statsman, how much life is it taken out of Scootex's intermediates by going on?
7%.
It's not as bad as I thought it might be. We're running them too early.
No. He is on 7% intermediates, just triggered to 8 now. So, I mean, looking at it, Dreams is 1%, Douglas Sheet is 2%. So, I mean, they're probably going to get the effect is probably going to be harder at the moment because it's not properly intermediate weathers just yet.
It is starting to
They're probably burning a little
track,
bit.
so.
Yeah. So it's a chance for drivers to regenerate the ERS. Some of the drivers running a little bit low. Josh Price down in P8, 49%. Just triggering up to 50 now. So yeah, it does show. So as it stands, the fastest lap, if it carries on this raining like this, is going to stay as it is now. You're not going to get a faster lap in the wet. And it is currently with OCT Dreams is a 137.407.
So I missed it until now. I mean, you maybe mentioned it. Kenyon managed to leap Morganto in the pit stop.
No, yes he did. I don't know why. Maybe that might have been.
Well, I thought there was...
No, there's a nice gap.
Yeah, there was 5.5 seconds gap, or about 5 second gap between OTC Dreams and Anfield, which I thought should have been enough, so...
It may have just been a couple of cars in the pits have gone past at the wrong time from him.
Also depends.
We don't have it.
Depends whether Anfield got purple for pulling in this pit box.
Yeah, yeah. But yep, Anfro has unfortunately lost out a position cheaply to Kenyon. Vale up into P5. Scutex is 3 lap olds intermediates. The safety car has probably helped him out a little bit there. I don't know what he was. He was a little bit further down the table. Wonder if my table will now work. Let me see if I get the table up. Why it's there? No, it's not. It's bugged. I'm so sorry. It's just showing the grid over and over again. I don't want the grid. It should have a live table and a constructor table there, but it's not doing it.
Safety car in this lap.
In this lap. As we are over halfway, we've got 12 laps remaining, and they're probably going to be wets. Wet laps.
Love a bit of wet lappage. Sounds so wrong in so many ways.
So wrong, but so right.
Exactly.
As we wait for OTC Dreams to start us again.
He's
As
gone.
it actually does say, give him his credit now, the app that I'm running now does say that all he is running is ABS.
Okay.
He's running nothing else. I'm not saying that's true, that's just saying what the app says. Anfo is fighting, keeps the outside line away from Douglas Yeats.
Oh, is that Scutex?
Who have we lost?
Scutex is dropping.
It is Scutex. Douglas Yeats, 3-second time penalty. Track is not clear.
He's got going again now. But yeah, that's what, 8 positions or something he lost?
It was, yes.
9,
Maybe that was just a little bit colder tyres. Very hard to keep the tyres warm. Stony Bum, Scutex, yep, down into P15. Drops a lot from there. Cedric is going to have an attempt. As Convict is also looking at the back of the Hash driver. Mini Devil has overtaken Sniper Life. Sniper Life is off track as it stands. He's back on it. Mini Devil gets ahead. As it does come down to who is better driving in the wet. Lots of different skills involved in driving in the wet. A lot don't like it, some people like it. A Haggy wide, Brief and Cow gets back. It may have been a situation of Brief and Cow got a legal overtake. It looked like Brief and Cow just let off the the power a little bit and let him come back. There he, as Cow is looking back again.
Be interesting.
I'm not sure. Is that front wing? Is that what that means on here?
I don't know. You're the one looking at it.
I am. On my info tab, it just says under briefing Cow FW. I wonder if that means he's picked up some. He's got front wing damage. It's not noticeable, but on here it may just be marginal.
I've just went with them, and then you can't see it on the thing, but.
Definitely have FW sitting in there, and I'm not sure what it means.
Well, I will sit on board with him and just see how careful he is being.
Maybe complete minor.
Still, but
The gap is forming.
Any front wing damage through Cota Sector 1, for example, in the wet is going to be quite horrendous.
Oh yeah, horrendous. As Scootex looks like he gets past Mikey, he does. A little bit of a gap falling from P3 down to P4, just dropping out of the second bracket. Vale in Hunt, P down to 1.5 seconds away from the Red Bull driver.
Briefing Cow, oh, he went to go to the pits and he hit the pit wall on the way in, so...
Oh, so he does have
wing
damage.
He was leading a front wing. It's the only reason I can assume that he went in, and then his car just didn't stop when he tried to turn in.
Well, it'll be interesting now. I'll keep an eye on him and see if that FW disappears when he goes into the pit and has a change.
Yeah, well that's his front wing on now, and
it has disappeared. A 7.6 second pit stop.
There we go. See, you've got all the knowledge.
Right, I'm just living the dream. Sky, give us a call. I'm here.
Kenyon has closed right up on OTC James at the front. He was over a second behind. It's now only 4/10.
As yes, we can actually see damage, and that's what that was. It tells us with damage, even if it's slight. Oh, we got a DNF driver. That is Mini Devil down. That is not a full course safety car. That is a VSC.
Trying to see where about Sector 1. I think somewhere he's gone off, but
that is a VSC, and he is on the left-hand side.
Yep.
He may have caught a little bit of grass or the off part of the track. We do have a second DNF as we are back to racing. Scootex is just looks like he's got past Alan. Stony Bum is behind and looking a little bit uncomfortable through the right hand corner. Mikey is trying to get involved.
well, under the virtual safety car, Kenyon dropped 8/10 to James.
We do have Vale back in AI. He's left the session again. Scootex is sitting on 19% now, his intermediates, after putting them on early. Vale is back.
Oh, I was just about to invite him in.
Gary is nice and slow through sector 1s, trying to keep it careful.
Yes, so that's right on his tail.
Anfro is looking at the back of the Alpine.
Oh, so I got a cracking turn through there. Gary
It's a decent recovery so far.
Yep, Cyril's got Black Gary. Black Gary was flashing there as well.
Yeah, comfortable move ahead before the corner. Slots himself back in. Sector 2. Oh, who's that? That's that. Oh, it's Cal. Briefing Cal has gone. We have another VSC. Another VSC. The race is neutralised. The pace will continue. The gap should roughly stay the same apart from everyone. And I believe our championship leader, that was Briefing Cal, is going to take a hit this race. As we are just waiting for this track to go green again. Should be any moment now. We can get back into racing for these later stages. Stony Bum VSC drive through speeding went too early.
It's always annoying when that happens.
It's a fine line.
Yeah.
Definitely when he comes to tight, horrible, slow corners, the Delta plays around.
Thing is, he's kind of in the middle of a close, tight fight there as well.
Go down to Stony Bum is right in the back of the AlphaTauri of Alan. LMB is also there.
Stony Bum's going into serve.
Stony Bum is in.
He's maybe
He
just
is
going in
going
now.
for it now. So keep an eye and
Somebody
see
else, but Cedric's in. Why is
what he will
Cedric
be
in?
losing. I don't know. I've got no indication why Cedric's in. Stony Bum's carrying on driving.
Well, it was a
Why
drive-through.
is
He got what's
Cedric
that?
in?
Sid, oh no, Sid is in the
Sid-
pits. Just a tyre
He's
change.
going full wets.
Oh.
Oh.
The man is mad!
Oh, actually, I'll give him his. It's raining. It's raining.
Well done, well spotted. We'll make a commentator out of you yet, mate.
Like I said, Sky, sign me up. I'm waiting.
Sid
So
with,
he is on the full wets.
Sid with the big balls move.
His strategy team must be just as good as our commentary team.
Yeah, exactly. Mate, it's wet.
Oh, I better change these then.
Yeah.
So I wonder, well, I'm assuming that's not a game call, that's his a personal call.
Yeah.
He's going for it, he's taking the risk. No one else at the moment has come in. If they do, I'll be quite surprised.
See, it's a weird one. I mean, I'm on board with them now. They're coming down the back straight, and towards the end of the back straight, it looks brighter. But the rain is definitely falling heavier than it was.
It doesn't look like he's making much progress in terms of catching the car ahead.
No.
He is slowly, well, he's jumping up and down. He is and he isn't. He has done in the last sector, probably 0.8, but I don't know if that was just due to a mistake. There's nothing consistent to say he's going to beat in that time away.
All in all, though, no, he's about 1.
He is dropping.
Yeah, he's about 1.2 seconds. He's made up. Oh, LNB is right on the back of Alan. I think LNB almost had to get off the throttle there.
So, Stony Bum is in the pits as well. He is probably going to go on to the wet tyres as well. He is. It may be a call from the game now.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely on board with LNB. There's way more spray coming off the back of Alan's car than there was. However, Sid's still not making up much time. He kind of did, but now he's just hovering at the 2-second mark in the car in front.
I mean, there's no reason to pit unless the game tells you or your gut says to pit, because for different charge choices. These intermediates will go for a long, long time. As LMB's looking on the inside, Alan sees that move's coming. There was a lot of respect. It was decent by both. Yeah, the intermediate tyres will last. Scootex, for instance, on 29%. So it's comfortably will go to the end. But then, saying that again, Sid is still 2.3 seconds away. It's not what I would say at the moment is... Well, it may work out for him in the last few laps where it does really go to the other side. And he can make some moves up. He's got a 17 seconds, well, probably about 19 second gap to P14. No one else is coming in, everyone stays out. So maybe it wasn't a game call. Oh, LMB, Snapperoonie. Scootex 3-second time penalty is going to hurt his position. Sitting down in P10. Oh, he's gone. He is in the wall, and that is a late safety car.
We're going to get what? 3 laps of racing? 2 laps of racing.
So since the rain has come out, we have lost 3 drivers. As Sid just drives past and losing it. It looks like he's lost the back wheel. Must have hit the wall quite hard.
Was that coming out the end of sector 1, was it?
It was, yeah.
That's where I lost it in my racing ARC. Thinking I was finally going to manage to finish a Cota race, and I think that was under the safety car. I just went in and put the wets on because it was absolutely chucking it down, and the game was glitching between me and Forrest. He had to get.
What's going on here?
On where?
Oh, Douglas Sheet's in. No, that's right, Douglas Sheet is in. It's a brave call.
But yes, I lost it in exactly the same place as Scootex. It must be a Scottish thing. You'd think we'd be used to the rain, really. So Douglas actually just went on to another set of intermediates. He must just be hoping for the extra grip in the last couple of laps. However, it's his teammate that's right in front of him. Yeah, I don't know about you, Ollie. I personally can't see Sir going, oh, you're on fresh tyres, mate. I'll move aside. On you go.
Yeah.
Not going to happen.
No. I don't think there's the best chemistry either in terms of teammates.
Okay.
I've been told they don't clash. I think they have a tendency to attract each other on track. So
It
might be a little bit interesting.
Drivers, mate. Sort it out.
So yeah, it's not going to come in this lap. Sid has changed his mind. It's back onto the intermediates.
I was going to say, I just noticed that Sid's way back down
As
again.
Sniper's life goes to the wet. It's the ultimate mind game Sid's just played with Snipers in front.
He'll be wanting him to hurry up because he's not really, Snipers for Life is not really making up any time on the safety car.
No, it's going to be quite tight. Should be okay by the time the safety car comes in and the drivers take control. Should be able to get past, but like I said, he's a good sector away as it stands.
And not gaining one little bit.
No. So I would say start thinking of your driver of the day. It's a bit of a tough one tonight.
I mean, possibly because I was on board for a lot of it. For me, it won't be Vale. But I mean, none of the top four have gained or lost any places.
No, they're back to where they should be. Vale did lose out a lot and was down in P19 for a little while.
For me, it was just some of his overtaking was just so brave. It was just superb. Most position gained is by, well, both Black Gary and Snipers for Life.
Gary's not had a bad one. He had a 5 grid penalty as well. So it does look like the rain is going down. Yes, the forecast down is down to 60%. It's probably not going to feel great. Scootex down in P17. Still on... No, Scootex has crashed. That's why it's down in P17.
Safety car in this lap.
So we got 30%. Dreams tyre degradation in front. 31%. Sierra in P5. Roughly the same from the gap in between as well. Fresh tyres from Douglas Yeat in P6. He's on 5%.
Well, interestingly, from an ERS point of view, Snipers for Life has got 29%. Sid has got a full battery charge. So
How have you got 29%? Everyone should be full charged under the safety car.
Should be, unless he was running to catch up with the safety car queue. I don't know, but
Amazing.
I'd imagine Sid will be wanting to get past him pretty quickly.
And we are off quite early into the final corner. Why can't I just have this view all the time, this helicopter view? I'd rather have that all the time. I think it's a lot better.
Yeah.
Douglas Yeat and Syrah are battling. Douglas Yeat has got his nose in front. Douglas Yeat's gone too early on the power.
Oh, Syrah is dropped to last.
Oh, it's Syrah that's left. Sorry, he was just too slightly early on the power. By the looks of it, I didn't see any contact on stream.
I would assume Snipers for Life must have had a bit of a slip as well because he's dropped down. Syrah's now up behind Convict. I take it back. I said Syrah wouldn't move across and let Douglas Yeat through, but he kind of has, inadvertently.
Syrah had the inside line. I don't know if it's just a little bit too early on the power. But what I saw, I didn't see any contact.
I'm going to assume Stony Bum must be running lower wings than Sid because he just flew past Sid down the back straight. in the Williams.
Potentially, as Anfo is really trying to push Kenyon around his corners now. Trying to use that Ferrari power as best he can. Dogushi on the fresher compound tyres behind is just looking at the back, trying to pick up any pieces or any opportunities he can do. LMB 0.5 is trying to do the same for the Haas driver ahead into the final lap. Round 8 realistic, season 2. Sanford 0.3, 0.5 away. Kenyon is just dropping from the Ferrari ahead of OCD Dreams. He's more concerned about keeping that other Ferrari of Anfo behind. Dogushi picked up another time penalty. I believe that's 6.
Oh, he's got 9. That's 9 he's got.
9 seconds.
Yeah.
This is going to hurt the Red Bull driver a lot. If anything, as it stands at the moment, he'll be very, very close to the back of the grid.
I mean, if Sid can get a decent last lap here, he'll move up as well, because all 3 cars in front of him are on 3 seconds.
Sid needs to burn like a trooper down this last section.
And he is.
Burn, baby, burn.
Until trying all kinds of different lines here. Oh, it's so. Oh, he's gonna go, is he? He is. Oh.
And for 3 seconds. Vale could be in a podium position here if he keeps his head in and keeps going. OC Dream takes home Vale. Whoa! Vale does, moves into P3. Gary P5. LMB P6. Matt P7. Alan P8. AK P9. Dogushi drops down to P10. Mike comes to P11. Cedric moves up to P11.
God, that's so.
Mikey P12. Zero P15. Snipers for life. Coming around the final corner on the wet compound tyres to finish round 8 of Cota.
Right, that cemented my decision. My vote for driver of the day is going to be Black Gary.
Okay.
In the McLaren, as you said, started what, P12? I think in the end, P13.
Yep. Game killer gave him a bad hand to start with, and he's come through shining. And that should just be banned. You don't even deserve to win anymore after that dance. So TC Dream, sorry. ITC Dreams continues his fine form.
I don't need to screenshot any of this now, do I? Because we've got it all.
Yes, it's all recorded.
Hey!
And up in the world.
Ah, Alan P8. I've just noticed that. I'm glad to see that. And P16 as well.
Those are good results, to be fair.
The only downside is he got beaten by Matt. It's a bitter pill to swallow, that one.
So what I'll do is I will render the results now and I will get them in straight away.
Get you.
Where do you want me to put them straight into the results or keep them?
No, if you put them in the graphics links for now, because obviously we could have penalties to be added. Thank you.
There we go. And that concludes our stream for this weekend, and
Italia.
Join Sid next week for Monza.
Mhm.
And we shall see you then. Goodbye.
Bye now.